Hey everybody, it's your girl, Ms. Jewcee. Welcome to another marvelous Monday on Jewcee Tales Erotic Chats. I'm by myself. But anyway, everybody's here in spirit. Everybody's here in spirit. Sounds good. Okay, I can do this. I'm excited. We got a great topic. Come on in. Tell a friend, because we're about to go deep tonight. Okay. Got our little music going. I don't even know what I'm playing tonight. Let me see. I think I got some kind of chill something. Hold on. I got chill hop tonight. Chill hop. Is everybody ready for the holidays? Because I know I'm not. I just thought I'd share that. I am not ready. Ooh. Come on in, say hello. Let us know where you're from. Come on in and join us tonight. It's going to be so much fun. Great topic tonight. I'm solo dolo. I am solo dolo tonight, guys. My counterparts are working, and it's just me. I hope that's okay. Make sure you let me know where you're from, how you're joining us. If you are on our YouTube page, if you're on any of our YouTube pages, please hit like and subscribe. Yes, you want to be around and be on the ride for 2025, okay? So make sure you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube pages. I like this one. I like this one. Go ahead and make a comment. Say hello. I see it. We got a few people out there. Hey, guys. You know, we got to do our NFL scores. We're going to be doing that first, of course, needless to say. But we got a great topic for you guys tonight. So actually, we have part two of our topic from last week. So we're going to continue that conversation. So come on in, everyone. Say hello. Let me know where you're listening at, where you're from, where you're at, what you're doing. Are you ready for the holidays? Are you still shopping? Do you need something from Jewcee Boutique? Okay, I'm just saying. Little ho, ain't nothing wrong with it, okay? Come on into the chat and say hello. How's everyone doing? How's the weather? Ooh, in Cleveland it got cold. We were up in the 50s and we have another storm coming, so that ought to be exciting. Okay, another storm Wednesday night. So everybody brace for it, get ready. Winter has arrived, whether we wanted to or not. So once again, you guys, you're in my bed with me, okay? You can all say that you slept with Miss Jewcee. So come on in. We're going to have a great conversation. Please make sure that you check in. Let us know where you're from. right, let's get this party started. Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Ms. Jewcee, and I want to welcome all of you to a marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. You know, normally I have some counterparts with me or special guests, but tonight it is just me. Okay. So I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight about our hot topic and just chat with you in the chat. Feel free to put in your comments. I will try to get to all of them. And tell a friend, come on in because we've got a lot of information to give you guys tonight. And this is part two of uh, from what we talked about last week. So if you missed last week's show, you definitely want to go back and take a peek at that one because we had the wonderful and fabulous Miss Angel with us back then. So definitely sorry about that. Somebody sent me a text message and I thought my phone was on silent, but I guess it isn't. So it is now. So anyway, um, hopefully you guys will go back and take a look at that. If you don't know who Auntie Angel is, let me tell you, this lady is absolutely fabulous. She is the one that actually came up with the grapefruit technique. Okay. She is the person that created that and has stepped into a lot of people's bedrooms and helped you guys out, especially the women, giving fellatio classes, talking to them about oral pleasuring and so on and so forth. So, um, hey, Dee from Louisville. Ooh, we got a Kentucky up in here. Okay, okay. Welcome. And we've got a lot to talk about tonight, too. I'm happy that you said hello. Welcome. Make sure you comment. And if you are on our pages, make sure you push like and subscribe. If you're on our YouTube pages, all of us are trying to grow these YouTube pages. So, I'm kind of new to a lot of this stuff, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. That's all I can really say. That's all I can really say. I'm not that great at it, but I'm learning. And you can teach an old dog new tricks. So I'm learning one step at a time. But thank you for joining us, Dee. Anybody else, please come on in and tell a friend, and we're going to have a great conversation. But once again, last week we did have Auntie Angel on the show with me, and once again, she is out of Detroit right now via Chicago. Okay. And she hosts parties for ladies and events for ladies, especially when we are talking about doing oral pleasuring. And I think it's very important that we all learn how to do some new things, some new tricks, some new technique. So if you ever get the opportunity, definitely take one of her classes. I know I do every single time because I feel like it's so important to know how to please your partner. So take a gander, take a look, take a listen. Follow her on all of her platforms. Check out her website. I think she did say the website is being reconstructed, so it might be down right now. But you can find her on Denise Angel Walker on Facebook. So, and then I believe it is Auntie Angel on Instagram. So, AUNTIE for those of you that are out there that might want to check her out because she is absolutely spectacular when it comes to teaching classes on oral pleasuring. So, very important that we know how to do some different techniques and things along those lines. So before we jump into the show, once again, I just want to introduce myself, especially to the new folks. I am Ms. Jewcee, and you are listening to Juicy Tales Erotic Chat, and we are missing a couple of people tonight. So, but they're working and they're linking, and we're going to make this happen. So, just stick with me, bear with me. I can do all things, he says. But the first thing I got to do, can't miss my scores. We got to talk about the NFL because you know what? Definitely a football girl. So let's get these scores done. Just for everyone that might be watching at halftime, it is the Bengals 17 and the Cowboys 10 right now. That's the Thursday night game right now, guys, going on. And then we have the Packers and the Lions, and it looks like the Lions scooted past the Packers 34-31. The Lions are 12-1, and the Packers are 9-4. The Jets and the Dolphins, it looks like those Dolphins beat up the Jets a little bit, 32-26. The Dolphins are now 6-7, and the Jets are 3-10. The Falcons and the Vikings. The Vikings went ahead and whooped the Falcons' butt. Okay, 11-2 are now the Vikings, and the Falcons are now 6-7. The Vikings won 42-21. Okay, 42-21. The Saints and the Giants. Looks like the Saints pulled out a close one, 14-11 over the Giants. The Saints are 5-8. The Giants are 2-11. The Panthers and the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Panthers 22-16. The Panthers are 3-10, and the Eagles are 11-2. The Browns and the Steelers. Oh, God. Do I have to? I guess I have to give the score. All right. The Steelers beat the Browns 27-14. The Browns are 3-10, and the Steelers are 10-3. You can tell I'm from Cleveland. Next, we got the Buccaneers and the Raiders. Looks like the Buccaneers beat the Raiders 28-13. The Buccaneers are 7-6. The Raiders are 2-11. The Jaguars and the Titans, close game here, low scoring as well. Jaguars won 10-6. The Jaguars are 3-10, and the Titans are 3-10. Seahawks and the Cardinals. We got some bird games going on over here. Looks like in the Battle of the Birds, the Seahawks beat the Cardinals 30-18. The Seahawks are now 8-5. The Cardinals are 6-7. The Bills and the Rams. Well, the Bills and the Rams had a high-scoring game, and it looks like the Rams squeaked it out over the Bills 44-42. The Bills are 10-3. The Rams are 7-6. The Bears and the 49ers, to my lovely Chicago fam, I love y'all, but the Bears obviously are not having a great season. So the 49ers beat the Bears 38-13. The Bears are 4-9, and the 49ers are 6-7. The Chargers and the Chiefs. The Chiefs squeaked it out over the Chargers 19-17. The Chiefs are 12-1. And the Chargers are 8-5. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of seeing the damn Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm just going to put that on out there. I said it. Let's see. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm still tired of the Chiefs. Your buys were Texans, Commanders, Ravens, Patriots, Broncos, and Colts. I got a tickle, and we've got that cleared. So those are your NFL scores tonight. I did not die saying them all, but you know what? Anyway, the Browns are out of this situation, so I'm a little upset, but the Browns are just as bad as my Bears. No, honey. No, they're not. No, the Browns are worse than the Bears. Okay. All righty. I'm just going to, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Right now, I'm cheering for the Lions. I'm still a Browns fan. I'm still hoping they can win a couple of games before the season is over, but hope springs eternal. So we're going to move on from football scores. We're going to move on. So those were our scores for this week, guys. Hope your team did better than mine. So anyway, moving forward, before my blood pressure goes up, let us talk about our topic for tonight. We talked about this last week, and we decided to have another round two, number two, part two of erectile dysfunction. And we need to definitely have this conversation, especially in our community, because it's a lot of times when men do not want to talk about their health. And it's very important that we do talk about certain things and not keep it to ourselves. Did you know that in a lot of cases, especially in erectile dysfunction, it can be reversed? A lot of people don't know that. It can be reversed, and it can be reversed just by diet and exercise. Diet and exercise. So I'm talking to both my men and both my women that have a man that, let's just say, he's looks about anywhere from 4 to 10 months pregnant, and you're cooking. You're not helping the situation any. Okay, ladies, we gotta do better. We gotta make sure that our men are healthy and they're eating healthy, and that we are preparing healthy meals for them. And I know it's tough nowadays. Believe me, I understand how tough it can be. But I also understand how important it is that we keep our men healthy and that we keep them alive. That's just the bottom line. It really is. So, with that said, let's dive in. Let us talk a little bit about what are the most common causes of ED. So, the most common causes of ED are narrowed or blocked arteries, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, reduced blood flow to the penis due to age, nerve damage or injury, diabetes, low testosterone levels, and smoking. Those are just a few of the common, there's more out there, believe you me, but those are just a few of the common causes of ED. And all of these that I just mentioned are preventable. All of them are preventable. So if that's the case, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? What do we need to do better? What can we do better? It's important that blood flow throughout the body, not just to the penile area, but throughout the body, is working at 100%. Okay, that we've got good arteries, we've got good red blood cell count, and we are making sure that we are exercising, that we are, moving around. Movement is important. Making sure that instead of, some of the things that we can do, for example, let's just say we don't have a gym membership, okay? Because everybody can't swing that right now. So let's say we don't have a gym membership. What things can we do to get in a little extra exercise, to get in some steps, to get in a little bit more burning calories? What can we do? So one of the things that we definitely can do is, instead of parking the car closest to the entry of a building, park it a few spaces back, park it a few spaces down. Okay, that's one thing. Those are extra steps, and these steps start to add up. Maybe you live in an apartment building and you're on the 3rd floor. Okay, start taking the steps. Maybe right away you can't go up 3 flights of stairs, but maybe you can go up 1 flight. and then get on the elevator. Okay. Do that for a little while and start to get to the point where you can go up another flight and so on and so forth. All of that is cardio. All of that is going to help you circulate the blood. Now, the first time out, take your time. Take your time, ain't no rush, because it is going to help because you're burning calories already. Not only that, but as you start to lose weight and as you exercise, one of the best ways to build up one of the lowest levels we were talking about, which was testosterone, is to exercise. That gets released into the body when you exercise, which gives you what? Yes, a heart on. Simple things that you can do to improve your way of life. Okay. We talked a little bit about nutrition before. We talked a little bit about reading your packages. We've talked about calories before, and I'm going to go over that again because we don't read the packages. When you go to the store and you buy certain things, let's just say a small bag of chips. Okay, I'm making up numbers, but let's just go with a small bag of chips. Usually in that bag of chips is at least 2 servings, and it tells you all of this information on the back of the packaging. It tells you how many servings are in that package, and then it tells you how many calories it is per serving. A lot of people don't look at that. You think if I eat the whole bag of chips, it's only 300 calories. No, it's 300 calories per serving. And if there's 2 servings in there, that's 2 times 300. That is 600 calories. For a person that is on a 1200 calorie diet, you just used up half of your caloric intake on a small bag of potato chips. Let that soak in. You only have 600 more calories to go for the day. Not to mention, you want to find ways to burn those calories off. So it's very important that we read our labels on the back of our packaging because it is imperative to know what we are eating. In addition to not just looking at the caloric intake, look at your sodium. And then also look at your ingredients. If they got words this long that you can't pronounce, think about it. Think about it. If I'm getting a bag of potato chips, I just want potatoes. That should be that should be the main thing in the bag, not polyhybrid, flow, fluff, flat, whatever. A long ass word that you can't pronounce, nor can you look it up in the dictionary. It's just that long, okay? So make sure you're reading the labels. And ladies, if you are the person that's shopping, then look at your packaging. Take the time to look at your packaging. This is so vital and so important to the diet. So important and so vital to what you are feeding, not just your partner, but yourself. And if you have your children, you know that the United States pretty much leads in obesity in all categories, especially with our children. We're not doing our children any favors. And when they get older and they have diabetes, which was on the list, high blood pressure, which was on the list, high cholesterol, which was on the list, and a lot of this stuff could have been avoided. I don't know how to get the message across that this particular disease, I guess you could call it, can be corrected with the simplest of measures. It's just a question of, do you want to change? Do you want to be the change that you need to be for yourself, for your family, for your friends? It's up to you. So, we've talked a little bit about the most common items or things or actions that will cause ED. That's important to know. Um, what are the symptoms? How do you know if you have ED? And here's the thing, fellas, you got to go to the doctor, okay? And you got to tell the doctor that you're having issues and problems. My father used to say, you don't let your pride stand in the way of what you need or what you want. Because I just told you, I just shared with you that in a lot of cases, ED can be corrected without medication, without Viagra, without Cialis, without any of these drugs that are out on the market. Now, granted, there are some folks that, yeah, they do need the drugs, but a lot of you don't need it. And for my young men that are out here and you are getting Viagra and you don't need Viagra, when you do need it, it's not going to help you. You are damaging yourself by using the Viagra or Cialis, and you don't need it. So please stop doing that. Please stop. You have to know your body. You have to know what you can do and what you can't do. And you have to know that you have to go to the doctors and get checked. One of the most successful surgeries when it comes to cancer and something that can be, if caught early, is prostate cancer as well as colon cancer. If you can catch these early, you can be cured. But a lot of us don't. We don't go to the doctor. Our men don't go to the doctor. I ain't going. I ain't gonna do that. It ain't bothering me. They ain't doing this. They ain't not sticking nothing up my butt. I ain't gay. Look. Making sure you're well is not gay. Okay? It just is not. It has nothing to do with being gay. Some of you need to know what being gay means. A lot of you have no clue. You're going by regurgitated information that is incorrect in the first place. Being gay means that you truly care and love a person of the same sex. And usually it is a male. It's referred to a male. You love this person. You would love this person. If you're a heterosexual, you would love this person like a heterosexual person loves his wife. You would love a man that way. You would care for him. You would want to be in his presence. You would want to make him happy. You would want to have sex. You see him and you are sexually attracted to him. That is what makes you gay. You want to spend the rest of your life with him. The sexual act of anal sex does not make you gay. Having a probe put in your rectum does not make you gay. Making sure that you do not have any polyps or prostate issues does not make you gay. If you are not gay, you are not gay. No action, no sexual act can make you gay. It is something that is a part of you. It is something that is inside you. It is something that you feel. It is something that you know in your mind that you are attracted to someone of the opposite sex. That's what makes you gay, not a sexual act, not checking you to make sure that you're going to be around for a minute. Some of you need to put your pride away. Some of you need to be educated. Some of you need to understand how important it is to take care of your prostate. But that's another topic. Prostate is another topic. Milking the prostate is another topic. But when you do that, when you actually do that, it helps to cut down the chances of having prostate cancer. And if you do it correctly, a lot of men have a harder ejaculation moment than they would have without it. But they're not gay if it's their wife that's stroking the prostate. Okay. Okay. Just want to put that in there. But it helps. All of these things help to make you have more pleasure, as well as keeping you healthy. When we're talking about ED, understand that the penis is a muscle. And if you don't use it, you lose it. It's called atrophy. And it will atrophy as you get older, because a lot of men, as well as women, we've all been told as we get older, we don't need to have sex. We've done what we were supposed to do. We've made our 2.2 children, and life is good. And, you know, we can calm down on sex. We don't need to have it. And the next thing you know, somebody that is this large goes down about like that, because it's a muscle and the muscles have shrunk. They have atrophied because you're not using it. One of a great tip that Auntie Angel had last week on the show, she talked about, I'm going to call it penis push-ups, okay? She talked about taking a towel, a washcloth, and wetting it, and laying it on the top of the penis and letting the man try to push the towel up with the penis, okay? Like a push-up, exercising the muscles. I think that's a great idea. This is something that men can do to strengthen their muscles within the penile area. And it's important because, once again, we need the muscles and the circulation to help with the erection. So if you feel like you've got a little atrophy going on, try that. Try the towel, wet it, and lay it on the top of the penis, and just try to lift it up. You don't have to super soak it, just a little little light wetting of it will give it a little bit of weight, and it makes sense. And then you're going to lift up. Okay, try that and see how that works, because that is a way to help exercise those muscles and get them back to being used again, because that's important. There's a lot of different treatments. There's penile implants that can happen. Of course, we've talked about the Viagra and the Cialis. Everybody pretty much knows about those things. But here are some of the major symptoms that I want you to keep in mind. Trouble getting an erection, okay? Trouble keeping an erection. Erections that are too soft or don't last long enough for sex, and reduced sexual desire. Now, fellas, I know some of you like to front, y'all like to front, and that's cool, that's good. But some of you may not be feeling it. You may not be feeling it, and you don't know why. This is a good time to go speak to your doctor. Although you may tell her, oh, it's, and we know what happens, okay? Your manhood somehow or other is connected to your penis, okay? We get it. And if it's not working right, there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of anger. It can actually lead to violence, abuse, whether it's verbal, whether it's mental, whether it's physical. It can also lead for the woman, for her to feel inadequate. Like she can't please her man. She doesn't know how to please her man. She doesn't know any. And sometimes men, because they're in this situation, they don't know how to get it fixed. They don't know what's going on with their bodies. They tend to blame the woman. Oh, it's on you. It's because of you. It's you're not doing your job. You're not doing what you need to be doing. Those kinds of things do happen, and they happen in relationships, and they can actually tear relationships apart. Hey, Romeo, welcome. They can actually tear relationships apart with this type of conversation, with this type of rhetoric. Men, put away your pride for a moment and take care of your health. It's so, so, so important. Do not take out your disappointment on your partner. Sometimes that might be the best time to talk to your partner, is to let them know that you're not feeling right. Something is not right. And then the two of you can go and make sure you can have that support system to make sure that you are on the right track to being healthy. Once again, fellas, if your if your belly is hiding the tools, okay? Your belly is hiding the tools. If you look like you're about 4 or 5 months pregnant and growing, we got to reverse that. We got to change that. We got to get you walking. We got to get you moving. If you like to dance, dance. If you like to uh, uh, ride a bike, ride a bike. Do something to get yourself exercising, moving, getting yourself back on track to be healthy. Watch what you're eating. Watch what you're taking into your body. Is it a lot of salt? Is it a lot of sodium? Is it a lot of sweets? Are you taking medications? That's another thing that it can also cause ED. Medications that you take sometimes have that effect on your body. It can cause you to not to be able to have an erection. Once again, in those cases, make sure you're talking to your doctor. The main thing to do is to educate yourself. The main thing to do is to understand that there is a problem, recognize that there is a problem, and understand that that problem can be solved. I don't always recommend medication. I also try to recommend holistic ways to improve your life as much as you can. I never knock doctors. I think doctors are fabulous. There are a lot of medications out there that will help a lot of folks, but there are also a lot of medications out there that have a lot of side effects. And one of those side effects could be that you are not able to get an erection. If you have diabetes, this is very, very common. You're not able to hold an erection. You might get some of the sensation, some of the tingling, some of the excitement, and then nothing. I sell adult toys, novelties, and lingerie, and I've been doing this business for 37 years. One of the things that also can help, although men always walk by my table and talk about it like a dog, but some of the things that can help men are adult toys. There are toys out there that can actually help to stimulate the blood flow. One such toy would be a penile pump. Okay. There are other types of toys that vibrate vigorously, and that you can use up and down the shaft to help to get that blood flow going. But you have to be consistent. You have to do things on a consistent basis with vibration. There are one of the newest things that I've learned that has really helped me even with my energy level, because a lot of times people with ED don't have a lot of energy. Okay, your energy levels are down. Um, you're not as vibrant as might maybe as you used to be, or as you would like to be. So one of the things that I've been trying, and this is from my mentor that I just adore, and I wanted to try it for myself, even though I don't have I don't have I have a little man in a boat. I don't have the big man in the boat. I utilized this just to see if I could boost my energy level, see if I could see how I would feel, so that I could pass that on to you guys. So, something that's very simple, something that is uh, good for you, and something that can help you with your energy level. And it's just two ingredients. And it's all natural. Okay. It's all natural. And you can get it at the store. And I think I spent a grand total of, I think it was what, like about maybe $8, $8 or $9. Okay. And it has helped my energy level. Definitely. Definitely. I had to get the right portions for myself. Um, because I really don't have like a libido problem or anything like that. But I was feeling kind of and it's wintertime here in Cleveland, and we don't see the sun a lot. So something to give me that little pick me up, something that's all natural. And I wanted to try it, so I did. And what are you guys ready? I'm like giving you time to get your paper and pen, but it is cacao, which is the raw form of cocoa. Okay. And there have been studies that have been done with cacao that show that at the raw form, the raw cacao, that's all the ingredient that is in it. You don't have nothing else. Okay. No preservatives, no sugar, no nothing. That's it. It's just cacao. That's it. It's just the rawest form before they make it into chocolate, before they add all of the additives and the things that they use to make it into chocolate. It is just the plain ordinary cacao. That's it. Okay. And I use raw honey. Okay. So I take it at night so that I can be refreshed. And here it is. It's in this cup right here. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I don't want to spill it on my computer, but it's super dark and it's like hot chocolate. I just warm up my water and it's cacao. That's it. That's all it is. It's a powder, so you kind of got to keep it stirred. I'm going to warm mine back up in a bit, but it's a little bit bitter. I will tell you that it is bitter. Just if you guys have ever had like dark chocolate or a bitter chocolate, that's exactly what it tastes like. It's bitter. If you like sweet chocolate, it's not sweet. So you can add a little bit of the raw honey. Raw honey, you hear me? Raw honey, not the processed and all that good stuff, but some raw honey. I add about 2 teaspoons of raw honey, and I add 1 teaspoon of the cacao powder and just hot water. And that's it. I challenge you all to try it for 30 days. Women, you can try it too. It's not harmful to us. There's so many things that are out there that a man can't use because it's harmful to the women. Okay. This everybody can use, and it's all natural. And I've been doing it now for about 5 days, and I have seen a difference, a big difference. So, um, try it and see. It it's $8, 8, $9. I went to Whole Foods. I got the cacao powder. It was actually on mine. The one I got was actually on sale for like $4 and some change. Um, and I got the raw honey at Whole Foods if you have a Whole Foods. But you can get raw honey in the grocery store, and you can get cocoa or cacao powder at the grocery store as well. Some of the bigger stores will probably be carrying it, and it's probably in your baking area. Okay, so raw honey and cacao powder can help. And these are all natural ingredients. So they're not going to give you, unless you're allergic to chocolate or you're allergic to honey, they're not going to give you the side effects that some of the other stuff will. Now, I will say, I started out with like a tablespoon of the powder. And for me, that was too much. It did give me a headache. I will say that much. It gave me a headache, a little dull, achy headache. But once I reduced what I could handle of it, it has definitely been great. It has definitely been great. And it is known in clinical studies to help with ED. So try it for 30 days. You ain't got nothing to lose. It's all natural. If nothing else, you can sprinkle the cacao powder all over, like like on top of a cake frosting or something. But it can, there, you don't have anything to lose by trying it for 30 days. See how it works for you. See if your energy level goes up. See if he rises a little bit more. See, just try it. It's all natural. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. So we talked about some of the symptoms, and we've talked about um, how we can, what I guess basically what some of the causes of ED are, which of course we've talked about those before. But diet and exercise are really something that we don't do. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm ownership, okay? Ownership. Look, I know. And I'm trying to change that. And it's sometimes it's difficult. It's hard. Get yourself a partner. Get you somebody that's gonna make hold you accountable. Go for walks. Go for heck. It just because it's a little chilly outside doesn't mean you can't go for a walk. Also, think about this: if you have some stairs in your house, there you go. You got your stairmaster right there. Go down the stairs, come up the stairs. Go down the stairs, come up the stairs. Okay, those are a way of getting your cardiovascular moving, getting um, yourself in shape. Once again, it is okay to go to the doctor. It is fine to go to the doctor to find out possibly why the ED might be taking place. They might be able to definitely give you more information than I can, only because I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to look at it from that perspective. I am a sexuality coach who tries to find different remedies that are going to help you. But I do believe in the science of medicine. And if you go and you take, and the doctor tells you, well, you can ask him, can I do some natural things? Do you recommend any type of natural things? But a lot of times doctors do tell you what you need to do, which is diet and exercise. And a lot of times we ignore it. They sound like the grown-ups on Charlie Brown movies. Wah, 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 wah. We not listening to the doctor because we know more than the doctor does. No, we do not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. Hmm. You definitely want to build up the testosterone. Exercise helps to do that. That's a hormone. Hormone imbalance is also a big part of ED. You may not have enough testosterone. Something could be going on in that area. So that's something else to take a look at as well. Hormonal imbalances don't just happen to women, folks. They happen to men too. Okay. Um, are you sleeping? Are you getting enough rest? Are you stressed? Are you coming home to someone that's constantly yang, 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 yang? Ladies, stop it. Auntie Angel talked about that. Let's make our home serene as much as possible, because there's a lot of outside influences. There's all this other stuff going on. Whether or not, are we going to be able to pay the bills? Stress can kill you as well as kill your erection. Okay? Remember that. Stress can kill you and it can kill your erection. Um it can kill the mood. Okay? Maybe you're not in the mood. He's not in the mood, and it's just stress. It's just there's a lot on your plate. There's a lot that's going on in your lives. There's a lot that you don't know, maybe with prices, or maybe you've lost your job, or maybe you've lost a loved one. There's a lot of different reasons that people could be under stress, and that could also, and that's a temporary thing. um, but at I would say, how do I want to put this? But by the same token, if you know that someone is stressed out, um, this is when you need to be that calming force. This is when you need to step back and be that support. Stress is it causes a lot of more issues than just being stressed. Okay. It can cause a lot of physical issues. It can cause a lot of mental issues, a lot of psychological issues. So there's a lot more to stress than we even want to admit. But for men, it can also cause ED. Okay. It's so important that we get to the bottom of, or get to the top of, or get to the middle of the reason why the ED exists. That's why it's important, number one, to make sure that it's not physical. We also want to make sure it's not psychological or mental. We also want to find out why. Because a lot of times guys are fine. Yay, I'm great. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden, your little saluter ain't saluting no more. Okay. And we don't know why. And when you get to the why, possibly from that point forward, we can get to the let's fix it. Okay. We can do that. House of Ross says, giving natural self-care. Thank you for having this conversation. You are so welcome. Yes, self-care is important. Sometimes, ladies, let your guy go on a weekend away from you. Okay. Sometimes, come on, ladies. Look, I love my women. You know I do. I love them to death. But sometimes some of you, back up a little bit. Make sure that you are taking care of home. Make sure that home is a place of peace, because everything outside is raging and is setting you up for failure. You have to find ways to make your home peaceful. I've talked about this before when we're talking about the 3 C's: clear, concise communication. Some of you have a tendency to go like this when you want to have an argument and when you want to talk to somebody, instead of like this. It's not as confrontational. It's not as direct, and you can take time to listen. You're like this, you're yelling, da 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 da, and we're out of here. Okay? That's not going to solve anything. And it makes things a lot worse in a lot of cases. That communication has to be there. And fellas, I know, once again, we already talked about this. You got to bury that pride. We got to get to the bottom of why you're not able to have a full erection, why you're not able to keep an erection. And sometimes it's a little deep. And sometimes, fellas, I know you don't want to go to counseling. Who wants to go to counseling? But sometimes it's needed. And sometimes it helps. A lot of times it helps because you can dig and find what the root of the problem is. Make sure, some CMOS. Okay, sorry. Place turmeric and black pepper in your recipes. I do use turmeric. I use, and once again, guys, read your labels. Please read your labels. Okay, read your labels. Make sure when you purchase something and you go get it, turn it over, read the ingredients. Okay? If you're buying turmeric and the first thing that it says is something not turmeric, it says something else, don't get it. Okay? The one great thing about us here in the USA, what FDA has to do and what the Food and Drug Administration has said that needs to happen on our packaging in order is what in the ingredients is the most. It starts from the most and goes down to the least. If you're buying turmeric and it says everything else but turmeric, this is how much turmeric you're getting. That's not helpful. Okay? Read your ingredients. If you have a bunch of words that you can't pronounce and you've got things that say like dye number 5, maybe not. Maybe not. It kind of reminds me of the Bible. In the Bible, there is a description of what Jesus looks like. Yet and still, all the pictures in even the black churches are a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. When it says in the Bible that his hair is of wool, his eyes are of fire, and his skin is of leather. Honey, that ain't no blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. Same thing when it comes to our food. Labels are there. We don't read it. Calories are there. We don't read it. Serving size is there. We don't read it. And then we have obesity. And on top of that, we have men that look like they're 4 to 10 months pregnant. If your man is having a hard time breathing when he's having sex with you, something's not right. He's carrying a lot of weight on his heart. He's having blood vessel issues. This definitely can be reversed. And it's reversed with proper diet. Ladies, lay off of the fried foods. You can do a crispy, crusty chicken in the oven. It doesn't have to be in 10 tons of lard or grease. Find some healthy alternatives. No, you don't have to be out here eating carrot sticks and celery sticks all day long, and that's it, and drinking water. You just have to be a little more sensible. We talked about foods that are high in nitric acid that will also help with men's erections. And if you'd like, I can let me grab those so that you guys will know what those are again, because we mentioned those last week, and I can definitely tell you what they are again so that people can possibly, if you're interested in it, purchase these. Start to purchase more leafy green vegetables, beets, citric fruits, like lemons, oranges, things along those lines, watermelon, dark chocolate, or you can do the cacao that we just talked about earlier, pomegranate, garlic, nuts, and seeds. Okay, those are just a few items. I didn't want to, we can do more. We can talk a little bit about some of the beef or the meat that you eat as well. But these are some of the things that can help with an erection. And it's imperative that you know what these things are. Once again, a lot of us, we utilize the internet, but we don't use it. I'm going to say that one more again. We utilize the internet, but we do not use it to our advantage to help us. And these are things that you can look up and see. But it's important that we have these conversations, that men feel that they have a safe space to say, hey, look, I'm having some problems. I'm having some erection problems. I don't know why. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know what I need to do. It is okay not to know. And then at that point, I would say go to the doctor first. Let's find out what's causing it. Is it diet? Is it lack of exercise? Let's find out what the cause is. Let's make sure that it's not something even more, such as prostate cancer, colon cancer, because all of this is connected and can be connected. Know your body. Know when your body is not responding the way that you want it to or used to. Make sure that you are doing the things that are going to keep you healthy. And make sure, fellas, that you know what? That you talk to someone about this issue, and you make sure that you listen, especially if it's a doctor, you listen to what they ask you or tell you to do. Said it at the beginning. I'm going to end with this. ED can be reversed. It can be reversed holistically in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, it's just about diet and exercise. So I hope this helps some of you guys out there. If you want to talk to me more about ED, if you're a fella, I will be more than happy to chat with you. If you feel that you're having some issues or some problems, I will be more than happy to talk to you confidentially. I don't even need to know your real name. But it's important that you talk to someone. It's important that we get you on the right track. It's important that we make sure that it simply is just ED and it's not something even more serious. Ladies, watch the stress levels. Ladies, cook for your man. If you don't know how to cook, there's plenty of cooking shows and videos. Learn to cook from scratch. Learn to get fresh vegetables. Learn to go to a butcher. Learn what parts of your meat are high in fat and which ones are not. Learn about good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Learn as much as you can about nutrition. And if you're going to the store and you are the grocery shopper, start reading your packaging. If you're going to get rice and it says enriched before it says rice, maybe not. Don't get it. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope that somebody gets something out of this. Excuse my heat. It's cold here in Cleveland. Um, but I hope that someone gets something out of this so that you can do better, because it's so imperative that we do better as a people, that we do better as a race, especially in taking care of our health and our mental health and our psychological health and our physical health. It is so important. And there are so many things out there that we can do that are very simplified. They are not that complicated. We just have to learn to bury our pride and talk to someone that is a professional that can help you get on the right track. Fellas, ED happens. It doesn't have to, but it does. You're not alone. There are people that are out here that want to help you, but you have to know your body. And you have to be willing to communicate that something is wrong. And the sooner you communicate that, the sooner you realize that, the quicker we can hopefully get you on the road to healing. Don't wait too long, because atrophy is a real thing. And your penis can atrophy. I don't know if atrophy is a word or not, but it's going to be my word for the night. But atrophy can happen to your penis, okay? You used to be this and now you're this. This is because you're either not using it and you're in denial and you're 40 years old and you should still be able to get an erection. But you know what? That shed that you've developed, which is your stomach, is now covering the tools. Fellas, if you're going to the restroom and you can't stand up to pee, you have to sit down because you can't find your penis down there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's ways that we need to get you the help that you need. You need to take the weight off. You need to start walking. You need to get the circulation going, because that's exactly what your penis needs, is some circulation. And it's not getting it. So once again, I hope this helps. Once again, try the drink. Remember, it's cacao and raw honey. Cacao and raw honey. That the raw honey will help to sweeten it a little bit, because it is bitter. It is definitely bitter. And you probably want to take it either at night, probably at night. I take it at night. I mean, you can take it when you want to, I guess. But try it and see. Try it for 30 days and see how your energy level is and see how you feel. And if you do have some early symptoms of ED, see if this helps to alleviate that. Once again, add on to that, not just the drink, but add on to that a better diet and more exercise. Once again, all you have to do is the simple stuff. Just start out small. Park 4 spaces down. If you park number 1, park 4. If you know your office is on the 3rd floor and you usually take the elevator, walk up 1 flight of stairs. Start slow and build from there. Okay, guys, the object is to keep you rock hard. Okay, the object is for you to be able to have a wonderful sex life and be able to um I won't say what I'm thinking. But anyway, just having a great sex life, okay? And that is my topic for tonight, and it is my time for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it so much. I did it solo dolo tonight. I did. Yay! I hope I gave you guys enough information. You can always reach me on Facebook at Dara, Dara, Ms. Jewcee Smith. You can also reach me on Instagram at Ms. Jewcee. And I think it's Miss Jewcee, yes. And I am no longer on X, so you can't find me there, but I am on, I think it's Butterfly or Butter something. And I'm on one of them other ones. I can't remember the name of it either, but Threads. There it is. I'm on Threads as well. So you can find me on all of those platforms. And before I go, I have to do one final thing, and that is today wish my daughter a very happy birthday. Even though we're estranged right now, I still love her to death. And today I was blessed to have her. She is 42. I better get that right because usually I don't. But I'm wishing her, Miss Christiana, a happy birthday and many, many more to come. I still love you. Always will. And yeah, that's my baby. So anyway, oh, and I also a very good friend of mine. It's Mark Mosley's birthday as well. So I want to wish him a happy birthday too. So once again, guys, we'll be back Monday night. Next Monday, I'll be back. It might be just me. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna do whatever it is I need to do. I'm gonna have some people. I'm gonna try to have some guests on here next week. How about that? Once again, if you have any questions about ED, you can reach out to me. I have no problem with talking to you about it. It would be totally confidential. It is just between you, me, and that's it. Because I want to get my men's on track. I do. I want us to do better. I'm trying to do better. I want you all to do better as well. Okay, guys, I love you. Remember to tune in next Monday night for more Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 our family down in Barbados. We start at 10:30 p.m. So join us next Monday night right here live. And hopefully we'll see if we get some more folks to join us. Join me, I should say. Everybody else was great. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Remember, enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. Miss Jewcee out. Have a great one.